Do you ever feel like your gut is a mystery you just can't solve? One day you're fine, the next you're bloated, uncomfortable, and wondering what on earth you did wrong. So you start the research. You read that probiotics are the answer, so you buy the most expensive ones you can find. When that doesn't work, you're told to cut out gluten, dairy, sugar, and a dozen other foods. You start taking more supplements, trying every gut healing protocol you see online, but the symptoms just keep coming back. If you're stuck in this cycle, feeling frustrated and maybe even a little hopeless, then this video is for you. We're about to uncover the hidden truth about gut health, and I promise, it's not what you think. It's not about finding the one magic pill or the perfect restrictive diet. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share could completely change your relationship with your body. Let's start by reframing how we see our gut. Many of us treat it like a broken machine that needs to be forced into submission. We think if we just add the right part, like a specific probiotic, or remove the bad parts, like certain foods, it will finally start working correctly. But your gut isn't a machine. It's an incredibly intelligent and responsive biological system. Think of it more like a sensitive ecosystem, constantly adapting to everything you do. It's listening to the food you eat, yes, but it's also reacting to your stress levels, how well you slept last night, and the overall state of your nervous system. This constant communication is actually a gift. Because your gut is so sensitive, it often sends you signals long before a serious problem develops. That bloating, gas, or discomfort isn't your body failing you. It's not a sign of deficiency or weakness. It's feedback. It's your gut speaking to you, quietly at first, letting you know that something is out of balance. These early whispers are an opportunity. They're a chance to make gentle adjustments, to listen and respond with care. But what do most of us do? We panic. We hear the whisper and we respond with a shout, escalating our efforts, restricting more foods, and throwing more supplements at the problem. This can often make things worse by increasing the gut sensitivity and creating a cycle of reactivity. The key isn't to overpower your gut, it's to support it. Let's talk about one of the biggest misconceptions: probiotics. We're often told that if we have digestive issues, we just need to repopulate our gut with good bacteria. So we take probiotics, maybe even high-dose ones, expecting a quick fix. But here's the reality. Without the right environment, those probiotics are like seeds thrown onto concrete. They have nothing to nourish them and no stable place to grow. They often just pass right through your system without providing any real benefit. In fact, taking too high a dose of probiotics, or the wrong kind for your specific needs, can sometimes make things worse. It can increase fermentation in a gut that's already struggling, leading to even more bloating and discomfort. It's not that probiotics are bad, but they aren't a standalone solution. They need to be part of a bigger picture. And that brings us to prebiotics. Prebiotics are the food for your good gut bacteria. They're fibers found in foods like onions, garlic, bananas, and asparagus. They're essential, but again, more is not always better. Prebiotics stimulate fermentation, which is a good thing in a healthy, balanced gut. But if your gut is already sensitive and inflamed, adding a large amount of prebiotics too quickly is like adding fuel to a fire. It can cause a rapid increase in gas and painful pressure. The approach needs to be slow and steady, introducing these foods gradually to allow your gut to adapt. The all-or-nothing approach rarely works. Now, let's zoom out from just food and supplements, because this is where the real breakthrough happens for so many people. Your gut health is not just about what you eat. I'll say that again. Your gut symptoms are not caused by food alone. One of the most powerful influences on your digestion is your nervous system. Have you ever felt butterflies in your stomach when you're nervous? Or lost your appetite completely when you're stressed? That's your gut-brain axis in action. Your gut is deeply and intricately connected to your brain and nervous system. When you are in a state of chronic stress, your body goes into fight or flight mode. It diverts energy and blood flow away from digestion and towards your muscles, preparing you to face a perceived threat. In this state, digestion slows down or even stops. Food sits in your gut longer, leading to fermentation, gas, and bloating. So you might be eating the perfect diet, but if you're eating it while stressed, rushed, or anxious, your gut simply can't process it properly. Sleep quality is another huge piece of the puzzle. During deep sleep, your body performs essential repair and maintenance functions, and that includes your digestive system. The lining of your gut has a chance to heal, and the natural migrating motor complex, your gut's housekeeping wave, cleans out residual debris. Poor sleep disrupts this entire process. It increases inflammation, heightens gut sensitivity, and can throw your hunger and fullness hormones completely out of whack. Many people notice their digestive symptoms are significantly worse after a night of tossing and turning. The link is direct and powerful. Healing your gut often has to start with healing your sleep. So, how do we put all this together and start moving toward real, sustainable gut health? The first step is to shift your mindset from one of control to one of support. Let's stop fighting our bodies and start working with them. Instead of reacting to every little gurgle with panic, get curious. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Did I sleep well? Am I feeling stressed? Did I eat too quickly? Awareness is the first step. This allows you to stop overreacting and see the bigger picture. Remember, occasional bloating or changes in digestion are normal. Perfect digestion every single day is an unrealistic goal that sets you up for failure. Your body is dynamic, not static. Let's focus on creating a foundation of safety and predictability for your gut. Your digestive system thrives on rhythm. Try to eat your meals at roughly the same times each day. This simple act helps regulate the release of digestive enzymes and acids, preparing your body to receive food. When you eat, slow down. Chew your food until it's liquid. Digestion begins in the mouth, and this simple, free habit can make a massive difference by reducing the workload on the rest of your digestive tract. Put your fork down between bites. Take a deep breath. Be mindful of the process. When it comes to food, think nourishment over restriction. Instead of focusing on what to cut out, focus on what you can add in. Add in a wider variety of colorful plants to feed a diverse microbiome. Add in healthy fats and clean proteins to help heal the gut lining. If you're reintroducing foods you've previously cut out, do it slowly and one at a time. This helps your gut adapt and allows you to clearly see how your body responds without overwhelming the system. Remember, a constant cycle of elimination diets can actually increase gut reactivity over time, making you sensitive to more and more foods. Nourishment is often far more healing than restriction. And a quick note on fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi. While they can be beneficial, they are not for everyone, especially at first. For a very sensitive gut, they can be too potent and may cause a reaction. Introduce them in very small amounts, like 1 teaspoon, and see how you feel. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, actively work on supporting your nervous system. You cannot heal a stressed out gut and a stressed out body. Find practices that help you shift from that fight or flight state into a rest and digest state. This could be deep belly breathing before meals, a short walk after eating, meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, or even just listening to calming music. Consistency with these small habits matters far more than intensity. A few minutes of intentional calm each day can be more powerful than a week-long retreat once a year. When your nervous system feels safe, your gut feels safe. And when your gut feels safe, nourished, and unpressured, it has the space it needs to truly heal. This is a gradual process. It's about building steady, supportive habits that create lasting change, not about chasing quick fixes. You haven't failed. Your body is just asking for a different kind of care. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gives you a new perspective on your gut health journey. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on how to work with your body, not against it. Let me know in the comments which part of this was most helpful for you. See you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments, and share.